pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moment of silence, please. Thank you. All right, we'll jump into public comment. On public comment, you need to announce your name and your address, and you have to be Goffstown residents to talk. So public comment is open. Any public comment? Oh, your name and address first.
Sure. Hi, my name is Kina Abraham, and I live at 727 Mass Road. The school district was a huge factor when purchasing this home. Please note, I did not write this letter, but I offered to read it. I do know what I'm about to read is fact. The reason I am reading this and not a staff member is because they are so fearful of retaliation. It is my hope that you will hear their plea and respond accordingly by looking into how things are run at Mountain View Middle School. Their main concern focuses on a part of the mission statement they feel needs to be greatly improved, as it directly impacts the climate and culture at Mountain View Middle School in a negative way. The mission statement states, beliefs. We believe in providing a welcoming environment where all students and staff feel valued, safe, and are treated with respect, dignity, and equity. There are many instances where staff members have not felt valued, safe, or treated with respect, dignity, or equity. In fact, the staff members who are attending this board meeting want you to know that working at Mountain View Middle School has become quite stressful, and that many of our staff members are too fearful even to appear before you tonight. In asking the question, what is it like to work at Mountain View Middle School? The answers range from oppressive, mean-spirited, vicious, micromanaged, toxic, unsupportive, vindictive, fearful, intimidating, etc. Staff members are reporting that visits to their physicians have increased, as many are now taking medications for anxiety, depression, and lack of sleep due to the harmful environment they must work in. In fact, many of them have hired attorneys that they will feel safe and protected. Over the past 5 years, the staff turnover rate has approached 75%. This is also a clear indication that something is not right at Mountain View Middle School. What was said at those exit interviews? Do you know? You can be quite sure that these staff members left due to the hostile, unsupportive environment. Some of them who have left included a teacher of the year, as well as many beloved staff who had been longtime Goffstown employees. When teachers have a positive environment in which to work, the climate and atmosphere reflects that, and they do not leave. This is not the case at Mountain View Middle School. It does cost the district money to continuously train new teachers. If we did not care for our students in our school, we would not be appealing to help us change the culture and climate. In one instance, before the holiday break, some teachers were given permission to show holiday movies. Some were denied the same request. It is not the teachers who suffered, it was the students. The students were aware and asked, why does that team get to watch the movie and we are not allowed? Not only is this unfair, it's micromanaging professionals who reflect as a lack of respect and confidence that the staff knows how to do their job and always looks out for the best interest of each and every child. As you were made aware at the last school board meeting, the teachers won their grievance. No longer does each and every homeroom teacher have to go outside and retrieve their students at the 8:25 bell. Since this ruling was issued, the students are no longer expected to line up by teams and are encouraged to quickly enter the building. What results is a large mass of hundreds of children running to get to the entrance. This is very unsafe. For the past 20 years at Mountain View, there has been 4 teachers on morning duty, and this practice still stands today. The teachers have had a safe system. The teachers have had a safe system for 20 years, where the 4 on duty are positioned at various points upon entering the building. The students lined up by teams and were directed into the building safely, one team at a time. Many teachers have talked about the major safety concern, but nothing has changed to make morning arrival safe again. This is retaliation at the staff at the expense of the students. Teachers have also reported humiliating experiences where they have been yelled at, treated unfairly with the lack of dignity, respect that they deserve. This unsupportive environment directly impacts the students as these examples of inequity, lack of respect, and quite frankly, bullying reflect. The SAU also has a mission statement, and under the school board roles, it states, to be open and encouraging of district employee dialogue and discussion. In support of that mission statement and on behalf of the staff, they are imploring and pleading with you to discuss these issues at Mountain View Middle School amongst yourselves as the board. Have things gotten better or not? Many of the staff members would like to be able to, would be asked by school board members, I apologize, please let me start over. Many of the staff members would like to be asked by school board members about the climate and culture of our school. Our mission statement is not serving the staff at Mountain View Middle School. Thank you for your time. I do have a copy for all of you to read.
Correction, I don't know where you got the 75% turnover rate. None of our data supports that, so if you want to submit that to us so we can try to figure out how you come up to 75,
Sure.
I'll gladly review that.
Sure.
And as for the current grievance that you won, we simply went back to the way things were before the change was grieved. So I'm not sure how you can say that's retaliation when you grieved the way we wanted to do it, you won, and we just simply went back to the way before. So I guess that's confusing why you call that retaliation.
The way it was before was the children were lined up individually by their teams, and it's not that way anymore.
Okay.
That's where I came up with that. Thank you for your time, everyone.
Okay, thanks. Any other public comment?
Donna Bernard, 65 Riverview Park Road. Just for the new members of the board, I'd like to let you know that the first time I brought this issue to the board was in a non-public session in November 2008, and I brought it up with the superintendent at least 3 to 6 months before that. So we're now 2.5 years out.
Any other public comment? Yes.
Hi, my name is Anita Chaput. I live on 127 East Dunbarton Road in Goffstown. I have a concern with getting the help that a child needs, especially if they have an IEP. My child does have an IEP. I had to fight tooth and nail to get him the assistance he needed because there was no one here to help. And now that he's finally getting some of the help he needs, I'm wondering what other children have I pulled away from them receiving the help that they need. My son comes home discouraged almost every single night. He does not want to go to school. He does not like the school system. I went through this school. I went through I went through 2 of the schools in town, graduated out of this high school, and I feel that at first the assistance that my son was getting when he was in Maple Avenue was great, and now that he's moved up to Mountain View Middle School, the support and whatnot that he deserves as a child and I deserve as a tax-paying parent is not there, and I feel that something needs to be done about the staffing and supporting the teachers in a better way.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do is, I will let Stacey ask the question, but I will suggest that if you're not happy with it, and because the IEP is not something we should be out here discussing publicly, I would strongly recommend there is a process where you can appeal it and actually discuss it with the superintendent and ultimately come to the school board in non-public for it, or if you really want to do it in public, we can do it in public. But I do stress that you take advantage of that, and I'll let Stacey ask a
No,
quick question.
that was my question.
Oh,
Was
okay.
have you spoken first
I
with the
am
case
meeting
manager, with administration, then to
I'm
me?
meeting with his IEP caseworker on February 1st.
Yep, and that would be the
Go
process
over everything,
to follow.
and I've been fighting this since the beginning of the school year, and I know it's not her fault. I just know that we need to get better support in here for all of our students, and I shouldn't have to come to any special meetings for. I should be able to say, okay, my son's not getting the help he needs. Could somebody please assist?
And I would agree, you don't need to come to this meeting because it's something that hasn't gone through any other levels. So.
I've gone back and forth with some of the staff, some of his teachers, and like he's complaining now. He does not like school. He wants to quit when he's in 10th grade, and several of his teachers have heard him say that, and they're trying their best to work with him today. He came storming through the door. I couldn't even talk to him. He was so angry, and he's only in 6th grade. Thank you.
Thanks. Any other public comment? Last call? All right, we're going to jump on back to our